Good morning, guys. Thank you for joining
Morning.
me for coffee with the editor this morning.
Morning.
Dean.
Yes, good morning.
You've been with Pandrol since July last year.
July, correct, yes.
Hey, general manager, big position.
Absolutely.
How's it going?
Going well, it's going very well. Got a very good team, very competent team, and we're starting to see some upliftment in the market, so some exciting times for us.
Well, I hope so, because I think this is the year for rail in Africa.
I see it as well, yeah.
Good. So tell me a little bit more, for the benefit of those who don't know, a little bit more about Pandrol, Pandrol's presence here in South Africa and in the African environment.
No, thank you. Right, so Pandrol South Africa, we are part of the Pandrol group as well as Stoic and Robson, and we also have shareholding in with Sphere Holdings. Our major shareholding is Stoic and Robson Group. And so we are based here in South Africa, and we've been in South Africa since the early 50s, and we supply the rail industry with the rail fastening products as well as some of the products which Don will be telling us a little bit about today.
Fantastic. You no longer import, from what I understand. You're manufacturing locally?
Yes, 100% local content, that's it, yes. We see the importance of local content, and we have embraced it as one of the objectives that I've been involved in, just making sure that we maintain 100% local content, and we were very successful in making sure that happens.
So Don, talk to me about the products of Pandrol. You're head of technical, so it'd be great to know a bit more about the products and technology that's coming through.
Pandrol concentrates mainly on resilient rail fastenings. There's new technology constantly coming through from Pandrol International, our parent company. Yes, we concentrate purely on rail fastenings and associated products, other products such as insulated block joints and welding, that type of thing.
So when you say welding, you're talking about the
Alumathermic.
Alumathermic, okay. That's the one shot.
Correct.
Is there going to be an advancement on that, or does it work quite well in Africa?
It works very well in Africa. In addition to the thermit welding, you've also got flash butt welding,
Okay.
which is a big, very expensive machine, and thermit welding is the more popular option.
Rail fastening, those are the clips, we've all seen them, we know what they are. How have those changed over the years, and what are we going to see coming in the future?
We've moved from the conventional E-clip. We're now promoting the fast clip. There's 3 derivatives of the fast clip for various heavy haul, general freight, metro.
When you say there's been changes, is this in the material that's being used, the composites, or?
Yeah, they're lighter, For heavy haul, you need a very large clamping force. For metro light traffic, you don't need that much, and it gives a more comfortable ride if there's more resilience in the system.
So some of the other products, and we briefly as Railways Africa did an article, I think it may have been last year, on the anti-theft devices. What are those?
Yes, we've developed a retrofit system, an anti-theft insulator system where it's a steel insert that goes in combination with the insulator, and the clip actually locks into that. It's very maintenance friendly, so with special tools they're quite easily removed.
And how are they anti-theft though?
You can't get them out. Without the special tools, you can't remove them very easily at all. Obviously, they come along with a bigger and bigger hammer, they will smash everything to pieces. So at some stage, let them take it.
Are you finding that quite a good product in the South African market where we see the best of rail?
It is. We've got a lot of them on trial. We've still got to get orders from Praza for this. They're our test body at the moment.
Okay. How long have they been in test for?
We've had some down in Natal for 2 years. There's another one in Soweto. They've been in for about a year. Crown Mines is also 2 years.
And how long do they need to be in test before they're approved?
Well, we've got to prove that these things can't get stolen.
Well, if they steal the track, they steal the clips. All right, well that's fantastic. Explain to me what an insulated block joint is.
An insulated block joint is where the rail for signalling purpose is separated. The current will not flow from the one side to the other. And on the heavy haul line, they take enormous punishment. It's a big joint that's insulated and it bolts on. It's a fish plate, insulated fish plate.
So Cesar, I've known you for a long time, and it's great to see that you are now at Pandrol. Welcome. What are you going to be doing?
Thank you. I've just been appointed as a sales and marketing exec, is to head their sales and marketing functions.
The best products out of the Pandrol portfolio for the African market?
I think the best product has been the E-Clip, because the E-Clip has actually made its name into the market. But I think what is nicer with Pandrol, it's not saying we manufacture and supply this E-Clip. They go further in terms of innovative products like the anti-theft, making sure that at least they come together with the industry. I mean, you know, in South Africa, we've got the biggest challenge of theft. So Pandrol didn't stop there to say we're going to supply you the clip and that's it. They said, let's go an extra mile and see how can we help in the industry. So I think for me, it's the brand itself, because Pandrol, when you talk Pandrol, you talk fastenings. But there's extra products that you make sure that at least we sell to the market, to make sure that at least we mitigate the challenges that the railway industry is facing in the whole industry.
Do you think that's the only challenge, or are there different additional challenges that maybe Pandrol can assist with?
There is a whole lot of more of product ranges that we've looked at since we've seen the gap in the market. So it's not only that, but as I say, it's actually the first step that we're getting into the railway industry to try and make sure that at least we address the problems that are having, especially when it comes to theft, when it comes into preventing derailments, when it comes into, new generation welding. Welding has been there for quite long. And our competitors have actually owned that market. So we are actually reintroducing this aluminum thick welding that actually ensures that at least it gives value for money, and it gives a lot of cost into ownership, whoever that uses it. As Don was explaining it, the whole concept of how it works.
How does Pandrol work with industry? Because obviously you manufacture products and you supply it, I would assume, to contractors or third parties who are actually implementing the project. So explain how that works and how contractors can get involved with you.
I think when you look at the railway industry, it's quite diverse. First in the line, you start off with the designs where the consultants get involved. Second to that, then you get contractors that actually do the physical work. With us as Pandrol, we've built in a network of relationship between the consultants and the contractors, in such that whenever there's a project that comes up, we get a first call from the consultant to get involved in feasibility studies, in giving them like budget prices. Then when the actual work goes out to tender, we get involved with the contractors now to give them the physical code of how to supply the products into the market. So I think our relationship is more wide in that concept, in such that we need to at least capture all the food chain, starting from the consultant to the contractor and right to the end user, because our mandate is to supply the products to the contractor or to the consultant to be used by the end user, which is the railway authorities like PRASA or Transnet.
Do the railway authorities also buy the products from you directly?
Yes, definitely they do buy the products directly. That is more, the biggest percentage of that, it's more maintenance stuff to keep their railway lines going. But we do have actually standing in contracts with the rail authorities around South Africa and around in Africa as well.
Pandrol, thank you very much for having coffee with me.